Hello and welcome. Welcome to another lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. And I show you how to take your power back from the medical model so you can heal yourself naturally. Because we have the ability to do this. We are creator beings. We are creators. We are literally creating our own reality. Your life is your creation. Happy Thursday, Brenny. My life is my creation. Each and every one of us is creating our own life story. Unfortunately, we have never been taught that we're creators. We have never been taught that we are creating. We just feel like victims. We look around and we see all of the things that are what is out in the world, and we just simply assume that we have to deal with what is. So we are told what to expect in life. And because we simply assume that what we're told to expect is true, we simply expect the expected. And we go right down that path and we create what we expect. Unfortunately for us, we have been taught to expect disaster. We have been taught to expect disease. We have been taught to expect to pay taxes. All kinds of things. We've been taught to expect to work 40 hours or more every week for the rest of our lives, or until we're 65 or whatever age of retirement that is. And then we can just hope that we have a little bit of life left so that we can enjoy. We're taught to expect aging. All kinds of things that we really truly do not enjoy. Who enjoys disease or aging or paying taxes? But we create this because we expect this. This year, 2023, as of the solstice of 2022, the winter solstice, a couple of weeks ago, last week, however long ago that was, the light has been returned to this planet in a way that it hasn't been here for a very, very, very long time. The light of source is directly available to each and every one of us now in a way that it has not been previous to this time. So our creations are going to happen a whole lot faster and a whole lot easier. This is really good news for those who are awake and who are consciously creating, because we're creating our dreams. We're creating the things that we really want to experience, the things that we enjoy, the things that we would like to experience in our lives. But for those who are not aware and are not consciously creating, the unconscious creations are going to start happening just as fast. So disease is an unconscious creation, because who in their right mind would say, hey, I think I'll create cancer for myself today. Yeah, that'd be fun. Right? We don't create these things. We don't create death and disease and destruction for ourselves consciously, but we are creating them unconsciously because we're expecting these things. We're expecting the worst. We're expecting the other shoe to drop. We're expecting crime and punishment. We're expecting disease. We expect to simply go to the doctor 3, 4, 7, 10, 12, 40 times a year. Instead, why don't we start expecting health? Why don't we start expecting better from our bodies, and from ourselves. You can actually expect happy. You can create happy. You can be happy at the drop of a hat. Literally, happiness is a choice. Health is a choice. Playing in the land of disease is also a choice. We don't have to choose these things, but we have the ability to choose anything we desire. But we have to start expecting our choices. We are creators. So if you choose to create something, start expecting it. Start laying the groundwork for it to show up. Start bringing yourself into alignment with your expectation. If you expect radiant health, then stop going to the doctor and filling your mouth full of pills, because filling your mouth full of pills and radiant health are two completely different things. They're actually opposites. Radiant health doesn't require shots and pills. Radiant health just is. When we bring ourselves into that space of feeling happy and balanced, when we can quiet our mind and we can command our thoughts, when we can take control of our thought space, when we stop just reacting to everything that they put on TV. They tell us on TV what to expect. And then they put a whole lot of energy into it. It's like, wow, you better expect this. And if you don't do this thing, then expect the worst outcome ever if you don't do what we're telling you to do. Stop listening to this. Start expecting better from yourself. Stop listening to the things that they're telling you to expect that are not fun. Stop expecting disease. Stop expecting to age. Stop expecting all of the horrors that they tell us to expect. And let's start creating better. We have the ability to create heaven on earth. In fact, it's our birthright. It's the divine design. This earth, look at the beauty of this planet. Look at how much amazing opportunity there is. How much adventure to be had on this planet. Look at how much beauty there is. Why are we expecting to destroy it? Let's start expecting better. Let's start expecting to live in peace and harmony with all beings on this planet. Let's start expecting that the earth gives us everything we need when we work in harmony with her. When we work in harmony with each other and we share the resources. When we start living in peace and harmony, healing happens. Happiness happens. These are choices, and we have to make them happen. We can't just sit back and wait for something or someone to make us happy. It's not possible. You have to choose it for yourself. Nobody else can make you healthy. You have to choose it for yourself. And once you choose this thing for yourself, whatever it is, health, wealth, happiness, like-minded community, to create a specific project. Once you choose these things, start expecting them and start laying the groundwork for them to show up in your life. If you're choosing health, start eating properly. Start eating organic things, things that come out of the ground, not things that come out of a laboratory. Stop filling your gullet full of pharmaceuticals. That's not where health comes from. That's the antithesis. Your body knows exactly what to do to be healthy, but you have to lay the groundwork. You have to provide the proper emotional environment in order for health to happen. You have to become happy. You have to become balanced. You have to stop expecting the worst and start expecting better. You're here to live your very best life as your very best self. How are you going to do that? Start expecting better for yourself. If you were living as your very best self, how would it feel? It would feel amazing, right? It would feel happy and easy and fun. You would be enjoying yourself. Well, you have to make that happen. It's not going to fall out of the sky onto your head. Joy, health, happiness, they all come from inside. They come from tuning in. And they come from tuning in to the light of source that is flowing to you and through you all day, every day. You are actually made of the light of source. When you tune into your own light, you are tuning into the light of source. And when you start shining that out as an expectation, shining your light, being brilliant, being radiant, vibrant, alive, your life changes simply by you turning your light back on and you starting to expect better. You are the creator of your life. I can't create your life for you, just as you can't create my life for me. We're each responsible for creating our own lives. And we're either creating them consciously or unconsciously. And if your life is not to your liking, it means that you're creating it unconsciously. Now is the time to start waking ourselves back up, becoming conscious of what it is we're creating. And right now, the majority of humanity is having their life created for them by the news, by the governments, by parents, teachers, bosses, preachers. All these people love to tell us what to expect. You're going to go to school. You're going to do better on these tests. You're going to buckle down. You got to work harder. You got to climb your way to the top of the corporate ladder. You better get that shot or else. Let's start expecting better. Let's stop playing these games of death and disease and destruction. And let's start actually consciously creating better. Let's start creating heaven on earth. And it's not about fixing the old stuff. You don't have to fix your body. You don't have to fix your finances. You don't have to fix anything. Let it go. Start choosing your path forward. Start focusing forward. Start focusing on what you would like to have happen. And then start expecting that to show up. When you start expecting good things to show up, it's actually easy because you start planting the seeds of good things to show up. And then as you walk along the garden path, all the seeds that you've planted start showing up. So you can literally start expecting better because you've been planting better seeds. When you start thinking better thoughts and using better quality energy, the manifestations get better quality. You can literally tell what's going to show up by the energy you're putting out. If you start using your own light, shining your light, you can start shining your light on your pathway forward, lighting your own path. And then everything that starts showing up on your path is being created from your own light. You are far more powerful than you've been led to believe. People want you to expect to feel disempowered because that way they have control over you. Nobody can have control over you unless you give them that power. When you start expecting better, your body is designed to heal itself. Start expecting that. And then give it every opportunity to do that. Do the things for your body that will give it the energy and the space to heal itself. When we go to the doctor, they tell us to expect cancer. You better look for it, better find it, better get it before it gets you. We're taught to expect sickness, disease, and death. We don't have to expect any of those things. Yeah, even death. Death is an illusion. We already exist. We can't cease to exist. We simply return to our non-physical selves. We return to the fullness of our light, fully conscious. There is no death. It's a return to our fullness. Let's stop fearing these things. Let's stop focusing on these things. Let's stop trying to avoid death and destruction. Let's start creating heaven on earth instead. Let's create the health that we desire. Let's create the wealth, the like-minded communities. Let's start creating heaven on earth. Let's start expecting better. Are you with me? If you would like help to learn how to start expecting better from your own body, my 12-week class, Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self, is going to start January 11th, 2023, in a couple of weeks. If you'd like to get in on this beautiful community, this beautiful program that shows you step by step how to deprogram the old expectations and how to reprogram yourself so you can expect better from your body and you can give yourself a better body. Thanks for joining me. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please feel free to share with others. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe to my channel. If it was helpful, share the YouTube link. If you're listening on the podcast, share that link with others if you think they would enjoy it as well. Thanks for listening to me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for Lunch with Lisa. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week and enjoy the Happy New Year. See you again on the flip side in 2023. Love y'all. Bye for now. Oh, and find me at connectingyoutoyou.com. Bye for now.